Folks, I just want to use this video to celebrate Ghana for the giant stride it's making, especially the Beyond the Return initiative. It's something that is worth celebrating.
History unfolded on Tuesday, November 19, 2024, as Ghana made a powerful statement of unity and restoration by granting citizenship to 524 African diaspora members in a groundbreaking ceremony at the Accra International Conference Center. The atmosphere was electric as the recipients, hailing from various parts of the globe, were formally welcomed into the Ghanaian family. What does this moment mean for the future of African identity and diaspora relations? This historic event marked the third such initiative under President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo's administration, reflecting Ghana's ongoing commitment to strengthening the bond between the continent and its global diaspora. President Akufo-Addo, a vocal advocate of Pan-Africanism, underscored the gravity of the occasion in his address, poignantly stating, "Your ancestors left these shores in circumstances that were tragic and inhumane. Today, we embrace you as our own, as fellow citizens of this nation and as part of the Ghanaian family." How often do we get to witness such a profound reclamation of identity on a global stage? The president reminded attendees that Ghanaian citizenship represents more than a legal designation. It signifies an invitation to embody the nation's core values: respect, equity, and peace. These principles define us as a people, he declared.
Today we embrace you as our own, as fellow citizens of this nation, as brothers and sisters, and as part of the Ghanaian family. And today, as we grant you citizenship, we welcome you not just as visitors, but as Ghanaians, fully and forever.
This ceremony is part of an ambitious narrative that Ghana began shaping during the Year of Return in 2019, which commemorated 400 years since the first enslaved Africans were transported to the Americas. The initiative was a catalyst for renewed global conversations about the diaspora's role in Africa's development, attracting thousands of visitors and laying the foundation for transformative connections. Can Ghana's example inspire other African nations to embrace their diaspora in equally meaningful ways?
It has been placed on record that while other African nations, particularly the one that calls itself the Giant of Africa, why its people are jackpying? You know what jackpying means? Running away from their country. Why they are running away? Ghana is busy bringing back home those who have been voluntarily taken away from Africa. They are all coming back home. You can see the elation, you can see the joy on their faces. Joy of coming back to fatherland. While Nigeria is busy chasing her own children away. What a pity. It is not by mouth to be a giant of Africa. We are talking about concrete things being done. Wooing investors is not more than what Ghana is doing now. It's not by force, it's not by power. Wooing investors is about the concrete things you do to invite people, to attract investors into your country. It's not by power. It's by little things like this. Look at this great initiative that Ghana has put in place. 524 people celebrated their citizenship in Ghana recently, as you can see.
In diaspora. Today, I want to talk about what a monumental day it was. 524 people from the diaspora, from people from the US, from Canada, from the Caribbean islands, from the UK, from so many different places, who have been wanting citizenship in Ghana, wanting to reconnect with their African heritage. People who have been displaced by no fault of their own through the transatlantic slave trade, which was the trafficking of humans, and And these people have come to Ghana. They've made Ghana home. They've been doing business in Ghana, living and just thriving and wanting to make an impact in their own way. They've been providing jobs for people in the community, and they want to be citizens. And the president, by executive order, has done that for them. This is a really, really historic moment because this is the largest number of people who've been granted citizenship in Ghana in one go. And it's like all really coming together with the year of return, with the Beyond the Return initiative, with the Diaspora Affairs Office, Ghana Tourism Authority, Ministry of Interior, Ghana Immigration, Ministry of Tourism, Arts and Culture, all the things that have been done over the last 5 years, and the Panifest Foundation, the Adinkra Group also is part of the year of return. So many players who have been part of this, and now as time has been going and people have been coming and people have been wanting to make this country home, it was absolutely amazing to see these people coming and getting their official citizenship documents and swearing their oath of citizenship to Ghana.
You see the joy, see the elation, see the joy of accomplishment, see the joy of coming home to fatherland. Look at it yourself.
524 people from the diaspora, from people from the US, from Canada, from the Caribbean islands, from the UK, from so many different places, who have been wanting citizenship in Ghana, wanting to reconnect with their African heritage. People who have been displaced by no fault of their own through the transatlantic slave trade, which was the trafficking of humans. And these people have come to Ghana. They've made Ghana home. They've been doing business in Ghana, living and just thriving and wanting to make an impact in their own way. They've been providing jobs for people in the community, and they want to be citizens. And the president, by executive order, has done that for them. This is a really, really historic moment because this is the largest number of people who've been granted citizenship in Ghana in one go. And it's like all really coming together with the year of return, with the Beyond the Return initiative, with the Diaspora Affairs Office, Ghana Tourism Authority, Ministry of Interior, Ghana Immigration, Ministry of Tourism, Arts and Culture, all the things that have been done over the last 5 years.
You can see the implications of this, the investors that will come as a result of what Ghana is doing today.
President Akufo-Addo expressed optimism about the contributions these new citizens could bring to Ghana. From expertise in technology and healthcare to innovations in education and the arts, their diverse skills and global experiences are poised to fuel national development. Your presence enriches us and drives our growth, the president noted.
This is not the first time. Ghana has always scored number one. Because I'm just wondering what the great Kwame Osagyefo Nkrumah, if you were to look back now and see what is happening, what his grandchildren are doing, I'm just imagining how happy the man will be now. It is to his eternal credit that when Ghana became independent in 1957, he told the colonialists that the freedom and the independence of Ghana meant nothing to him until all African countries become independent. That was the great Osagyefo Nkrumah. Besides, remember in 1963, when they met in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, all the African countries, there was need for them to unite and integrate together to wrestle themselves completely from the hands of colonialists. Osagyefo, in company of other radical colleagues of his, in the group called the Casablanca Group, they say African Union must be now. After African integration must be now. There is no need to waste time. But the reactionary group, where Nigeria belongs, the Morovia Group, they say, no, let's take it gradual. Up to today, they are still taking it gradual. See where Africa is today. Ghana, once again, I salute you. You have been scoring first. This is one of the first that you have just scored. Even though nobody calls you the giant of Africa, but what you do, the great work you are doing, actually commend you. Okay? So Nigeria is there still battling with itself, battling with corruption, battling with bad governance, and yet, see the giant strike Ghana is making. where the so-called giant of Africa is still groping in the dark, not even knowing where he's going. Borrowing upon borrowing, taking money upon, just like that, without doing anything with the money. And while the people are hungry, people are filled with frustration, and now they are taking on Davido, who just said it the way it is. Maybe like me, a point blank guy. He said Nigerian economy is in shambles. And people are taking him on that. People are asking for his head for saying the truth. Come on, come off it. Do what your mates are doing. Do what Ghana is doing. Let other African countries emulate Ghana for what Ghana is doing. Then the great dream of the likes of Osagifo Nkrumah of Ghana, that Africans should come together, would have been realized. I'm sure the man will be happy now if he sees what is happening right now. His great-grandchildren are just complimenting the effort of his, and they're bringing his dream to come through. Look at 524 people got their, got their citizenship.
Ghana's leadership in Pan-Africanism, dating back to Kwame Nkrumah's visionary presidency, further underscores its significance to the diaspora. Nkrumah's call for African unity and his invitation to diasporans to return to their ancestral homeland set the tone for a welcoming environment. Today, that vision lives on as Ghana continues to offer pathways to citizenship and opportunities for economic investment. Also, the Year of Return in Ghana, marking 400 years since the transatlantic slave trade, was a groundbreaking initiative and the first of its kind in Africa, drawing global attention to the continent's cultural and historical significance. It fostered an unprecedented connection between Ghana and the African diaspora, welcoming thousands of descendants of enslaved Africans back to their ancestral roots. This historic event not only boosted tourism and cultural pride, but also positioned Ghana as a bridge between Africa and its global diaspora.
Yes, the question still remains that I asked in my first video. We want the government of Ghana to please do everything within its power to inaugurate modern government that will accommodate all, so that these razzmatazz will not just be for nothing, so that it will be a thing that will last long, that other Africans will begin to envy and they also will emulate it. Okay?
With such high expectations, what structures are in place to ensure these contributions are effectively harnessed? The significance of this ceremony goes beyond individual achievements. It represents a seismic shift in global perceptions of Africa. President Akufo-Addo aptly referred to the new citizens as human bridges connecting us across the Atlantic. Their stories dispel long-standing misconceptions about Africa, showcasing a continent brimming with unity, pride, and potential. But as misconceptions fade, how will Africa capitalize on this newfound narrative to reshape its role on the world stage?
I know that you have skills, knowledge, and experiences from all corners of the world. You have excelled in fields like education, healthcare, technology, finance, the arts, sports, and more. What you bring to Ghana enriches us all and reminds us that our potential as a nation is limitless. Your presence here is already making a difference. You are human bridges connecting us to both sides of the Atlantic.
For even doing this at all, for being able to attract this kind of crowd, Ghana, we salute you. We salute you indeed. This is how to do things. I don't know what you think about this. Let me hear your comment in the comment page. Ghana has set a pace. Ghana has made a giant stride. Ghana has been the first in this. Like I told you, this is not the first time Ghana will be first. I just told you what the great Osagifo did in his time. This is commendable indeed. When we see something good, let's commend it. Okay? Nigeria, where are you? In all of this, you should be doing this. You should be setting the pace for others to follow. But where are you? Giant of Africa indeed. Folks, don't forget, this is Dr. Femi Adegulu. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for your consistency. The faith you have in me by clicking this video every time, you can now see that there is no dull moment on this platform. Whenever you're looking for the truth, and somebody who can say the truth, who can speak the truth point blankly, you know where to go. Is to Dr. Femi Adegbulu with point blank. If this is your first time on this platform, don't forget, click the notification button and subscribe too, so that you can always get fresh upload from me. Don't forget to share. Don't forget to like. And please leave your comment. Let this discussion continue. When we see something good, let's commend it. When they are living below average, let's also talk. Okay? Let's continue to talk until Africa gets to its Eldorado. As usual, I come in peace. This is the only peacemaker who comes to the peace table with a weapon of mass destruction. The truth. Because I say it point blankly exactly the way it should be, without caring whose horse is God. Till I come your way again, don't forget, stay out of trouble, so that we'll meet in peace. Folks, I don't think it would be nice to end this video without paying special salute to our African American brothers and sisters that are just coming to settle in Ghana, to give them a rousing welcome and to say, Akwaba o.